Hello YouTube, this is J1P2K at the East Caron Elect Community Center for SICW's WrestleMania event, or what is their WrestleMania, the Bruiser Brody Memorial, and celebrating 56 years of wrestling at the Chase. There's an interesting matches tonight. The championship match is between Flash Flanagan and the Man of Tomorrow, Daniel Eads. Daniel Eads, the Man of Tomorrow, is considered a Superman here at SICW, and he's a very good wrestler. His signature move is the Superman Punch, like Roman Reigns. And I'm willing to take a bet that Daniel Eads can do it better than Roman. But Flash Flanagan's a tough guy, and he doesn't like to play fair, so we'll have to just wait and see. Another big event that's been mentioned is Keith Smith Jr. against Ken Casa. Ken Casa is the record-holding champion of the title for over a year and 100 days. And Keith Smith Jr.'s record in terms of matches hasn't been that good, especially in singles. I don't think I've seen him win a singles match, honestly. So I'm sorry, but I got to go with the heel on this one and side with Ken Casa. We got a tag team match between Ricky Cruz and Ron Powers versus Attila Kong and Bull Bronson. Attila Kong and Bull Bronson are some pretty big, mean guys. I think that these guys are over... Bull Bronson is over 400 pounds and just keeps growing. And Attila Kong is vicious. So, we're just gonna have to... I'm crossing my fingers for Ricky Cruz and Ron Powers and hope they win. Good luck to them. We also have lady wrestlers tonight. Palma Star versus Lucy Mendel. I wasn't here last month, but both lady wrestlers were in a mixed tag match that ended in DQ when both of them just went wild, trying to just beat the living daylights out of each other. But let's see how they do in singles competition. It will be pretty awesome to see it. And finally, what I consider the big event of tonight, the Bruiser Brody Battle Royale. Think of it as the Andre the Giant Battle Royale, but in honoring Bruiser Brody, legendary wrestler. There's even a trophy here. I'll get a picture for all of you to see. And if by chance, I'll see if I can interview the winner of the Bruiser Brody Battle Royale. Now, Wild Child is supposed to be in here this match, and he's one I'm pulling for. He's a heel, but somehow I kind of want him to win this. I want him to win this and be able to get a title shot at some point. Then another one that I'm hoping for is Ron Powers. He's got the power, or heck, it's in his name, period. So those are my two big choices. My face is Ron Powers, and my heel is Ricky Cruz. Oh, hold on a moment. Hey! Sir, what do you have to say to YouTube about tonight's event?
It's going to be a good time.
Oh yeah! It's going to be a good time! I'll see you later.
Ladies and gentlemen, your participants at Bubba Troll, Bruiser Espinosa, Dennis Wild, Waco, Colorado, Icon Chris Morgan, Attila Kong. Night Train, Jackson.
winner of the 2015 Bruiser Brody Memorial, our good friend, Ron Powers. And to present the trophy to him this time, Bruiser Brody.
This is a heavy trophy. Well, I just want to congratulate you for winning the Bruiser Brody Memorial Battle Royal, Ron. Thank you.
Thank you, Barbara. Your husband was a real class act. He taught me a lot. He taught everybody that was around him during that era a lot, as well as Stan Hansen. I'd like to thank you both for coming here tonight and sharing the night with us. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for supporting me. And my newfound friend, Ricky Cruz. But more important, I want to thank one guy here tonight that gave me this opportunity. Bob Orton, thank you very much.
Ron, I don't want to rain on your parade, but you know what they say, when you reach the top of the mountain, everybody's trying to climb it. So, back here on June the 20th, I think is our next date. Your birthday, good, happy birthday early. Travis Cook, there's a lot of controversy, as you well know, of who is Red River Jack? You've been asked that question 101 times or longer. So,
I know how to answer that, Herb.
okay.
Am I Red River Jack? The only answer I got to that is Brody! 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 Brody!
Here's what I suggest, and this is what we're going to do on June 20th. You're going to be in a tag match. And you and Red River Jack against the Travis Cook organization. We'll put it to bed once and for all. You appear in this ring with Red River Jack, and then Travis Cook has nothing to complain about. June 20th.
Well, I don't know what to say to that, Herb. I guess I'll have to let the director of operations answer that one. He's already used to working in all right, we're going to make that happen. Ron Powers and Red River Jack, June the 20th, right here at tag team against whoever Travis Cook wants to put out here. We'll shove him right up his hind end.
June 20th, we're going to find out who is Red River Jack, because Ron Powers is going to be in there with Red River Jack. We want to thank each and every one of you for being here, a part of the Bruiser Brody Memorial and the 56th year anniversary of wrestling education. Please drive safely going home.
YouTube, this is J1P2K, and I am with the Bruiser Brody Memorial Battle Royale winner, Ron Powers. How does it feel, Ron?
Well, it feels great. I'll tell you what, Brody was a friend of mine. I knew him back when I first started. He died 2 years into my start, and he showed me a lot of things before his death, and things I was able to use throughout my career and use for the last 30 years to help me get through it.
How does it feel to have that big trophy now?
That feels awesome. I'll tell you what, I've held a lot of titles in the States. I've held a lot of titles overseas. Nothing feels as good as winning something with that much prestige. That's probably more important than the heavyweight title right there, because that's only once a year. It's an annual thing. Titles are basically put up every time there's a show. So this is a little bit more special. It has a little bit more heritage and mystique to our promotion.
Where are you going to put the trophy?
Well, I got a nice gym with the other trophies for powerlifting and wrestling, and it'll probably go right next to my Hall of Fame trophy.
Here's a question. What do you have to say to all the little Bruiser Brodys and Ron Powers who dream of one day getting in the ring?
Well, it's going to change. It's changed since I've gotten here. When I started, there was a lot more psychology involved. Now it's a lot more spot matches. Psychology is pretty much out the window. everybody watches on TV and they think that that's how it should be. So there's no really storytelling in matches. You know, every match should tell a story. And right now they're eliminating a lot of that story, and they're just putting a lot of hot spots and 3-minute finishes in there, and it kind of takes away from the sport. But it is what it is, and it all evolves. And if you don't change with the times, then you're gonna dissolve basically.
Who, in your opinion, would be your dream opponent? That one person you'd love to face, win, lose, or draw. It doesn't matter if it's in something like this or if it was WrestleMania.
I would have to say, if it could ever happen, and it won't because he's dead, is Jerry Blackwell. I love Jerry Blackwell. I loved working him. We had some great matches. The guy was just a phenomenon as far as the way he could think. So limited in mobility, but yet could do so much for a big man. And that was probably somebody that I really kind of enjoyed watching because he could do so much with his size. And I don't really get into the little guy matches. I mean, that's for little guys. I'm more of a big guy. I get into big guy matches. So I like watching, like the Don Moroccos and Bob Ortons and the Sid Viciouses. That's more my pace.
Anything to say to Travis Cook?
Well, all I can say to Travis Cook is his days are numbered. Every dog has its day, and he is definitely a dog. We reap what we sow in this life, and we see what kind of seeds Travis is sowing, and I'll put it into it. If I don't, Bob will, and if he don't, then somebody else will. I mean, there'll be a time and a place for his antics to come to an end.
And what about Flash Flanagan, the current champion?
I'll tell you what, Flash is a hell of a competitor. He's a hell of an athlete. He's a hell of a champion. He's someone that's been overlooked probably his entire career, someone that has what it takes to go and be to a lot higher level than the independent leagues. However, just wasn't in the right place at the right time. I got all the respect in the world for the guy. Just because I don't like him doesn't mean I don't respect him. Flash brings a lot to the table. Whenever I step into the ring with him, I got to keep my head on a swivel because I know he's bringing his A game.
And what about your heroes? You talked about Bruiser Brody. Who else were your heroes?
Gosh, growing up through the years, I don't really know. I don't really know if I had anybody I call a hero. I mean, I might have had people that I emanated, people that I might have styled things after, moves I might have taken. I don't really know if I ever really had a hero. There are guys I looked up to. I mean, I looked up to Bob Orton. He's one of my best friends. And I look up to Larry Matisick. He's one of my best friends. Larry Matisick has coached me in my profession since I was 18 years old. I'm 48 now. So Larry, for 30 years, has coached me and kind of directed me on where to go and what to do. If I ever had a question, I'd go to Larry. If I couldn't get a hold of Larry, I'd go to Bob. And between those two, I couldn't have better guidance.
Well, thank you, Ron Powers.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
Here's Ron Powers, everyone, and the winner of the Bruiser Brody Battle Royale, and one kick-ass dude.
I'm here to stay.